Hey everyone, my name is Lyndon Hillenbrand. We're at Cloudera HQ, and we're going to talk about the Apache Hadoop ecosystem. So why an ecosystem? What are some of the higher level languages that interact with the ecosystem? What are some of the associated projects and additional tools that you can use with the Hadoop ecosystem? So how did Google start really building MapReduce GFS and the tools around it? Well, they started with GFS and MapReduce to store and process large amounts of data. Then they built a MySQL gateway for ingesting data into their MapReduce cluster. They created Bigtable, which is able to serve data in massive amounts. Then they created Solzall, which is a high-level domain-specific language to access MapReduce in their cluster. Evenflow allows them to chain together complex workloads and coordinate events and services. And then they created Dremel, which is a columnar storage and metadata manager, and allows their end users to query data as well. The last tool is Chubby, which is a coordination system to manage all of these products for one ecosystem. So we see this pattern repeated. It's repeated at Facebook using Hadoop as a core. Then they have Scribe as their ingestion system. They have HBase, their columnar store, and Hive, which is their high-level language. Things like DataBee, HivePal, and Zookeeper. Same at Yahoo. The same at LinkedIn. And finally, we come to Cloudera Stack. So Hadoop is a core at Cloudera, and we have Scoop and Flume for ingestion. We have HBase as our columnar store. We have Oozie as our coordination and workflow engine. Pig and Hive as our high-level languages, and Hue, as well as Zookeeper as our coordination service. And you can see that these tools we're seeing elsewhere, such as Yahoo, LinkedIn, and Facebook. We support all of these tools, patches to them, as well as patches to the core. So what comprises these tools in Cloudera's Hadoop ecosystem, and what do they mean? Well, we'll start with Scoop. Scoop is a SQL ingestion system for Hadoop. It's a command line tool to import any JDBC-supported database into your Hadoop file system. It generates writables for use in MapReduce jobs, and there's high-performance connectors for multiple RDBMS systems. It was developed here at Cloudera. Then there's Flume, which is a distributed, reliable, available service for ingesting large amounts of log data. So it has agents that run as collectors on web servers, and you're allowed to ingest all of these events happening at one time into an HDFS directory. Its design goals are very similar to that of HDFS: reliability, scalability, manageability, and extensibility. That was also built here at Cloudera. Then there's HBase. HBase is a column family store based on Bigtable. Provides interactive access to the data, and it holds an extremely large amount of your data set in HDFS, multi-terabytes, in things called region servers. It's a constrained access model with key value lookups. Pig is a data flow-oriented language. It was invented at Yahoo, and you can think of it as very similar to Python, Ruby, or PHP. The actual language is referred to as Pig Latin. It supports multiple data types. That includes your primitive types like integers, long, floats, and doubles. It also includes complex types like sets, associative arrays, and tuples. The high-level language for rounding data and allows easy integration for Java and complex tasks. It also includes nested types. Then there's Hive, which is sort of Pig's opposite. It's a SQL-based data warehousing infrastructure built on top of Hadoop. This was developed at Facebook for business analysts to be able to access data on Hadoop using a SQL-like engine. It supports select, join, group by, filter, etc. Has features for analyzing very large data sets like partition columns, sampling, and buckets. And appears to the user as a table structure within HDFS. Then there's Oozie. Oozie was developed at Yahoo. It's a workflow coordination service for managing Hadoop jobs. Oozie is XML-based DAG sequence, so a direct acyclic graph of events. And you can have several different action nodes within your Oozie workflow. This includes actions for chaining events, pig and hive jobs, Java actions themselves, as well as HDFS actions. So as an example, you might want to move a file, import data, and then run a hive job on that data. You can use actions to represent all of these events, and the coordination service within Oozie to build that workflow. Zookeeper is a distributed consensus engine. It provides well-defined concurrent access semantics such as leader election, service discovery, distributed locking and mutual exclusion, as well as message board and mailboxes. Then we have pipes and streaming. Pipes and streaming involve a multi-language connector library, several of them, to write native code and MapReduce in C++. It allows you to connect to things such as Ruby and Python, and you can write MapReduce passes in arbitrary scripting languages. FuseDFS allows the mounting of HDFS volumes in Linux via the Fuse file system. This does not imply that HDFS can be used as a general-purpose file system, but it does allow easy integration with other systems for data import and export. And some additional projects. So we're working on several things. Number one is Avro, which is a serialization RPC framework. Avro's been around for quite a while, and it allows you to serialize objects and use them throughout the Hadoop stack. Then there's Mahout, which is becoming very popular. It's a machine learning library for Hadoop. And there's Dumbo. It's a Python learning library for streaming. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, visit cloudera.com. You can find us on Twitter or Facebook, or give us a shout. Thank you.